He was executed by the Spanish colonial government for the crime of rebellion after the Philippines Revolution broke out. The revolution was inspired by his writings, though he was not actively involved in its planning or conduct. He ultimately approved of its goals, which eventually resulted in Philippine independence. Rizal is widely considered one of the greatest and most influential figures in the Philippines, and has been recommended to be so honored by the official and paneled National Heroes Committee. However, no law, executive order or proclamation has been enacted or issued officially proclaiming any Filipino historical figure as a national hero. He wrote the novels Nole Me Tangere in 1887 and El Filibusterismo in 1891, which together are taken as a national epic in addition to the numerous poems and essays. Jose Rizal was born on June 19, 1861 to Francisco Rizal Mercado and Teodora Alonso Riolano Quintas in the town of Calamba in Lalaguno or now Laguna Province. He was baptized into the Roman Catholic Church on June 12, 1861 in the Calamba Church by the parish priest Father Rufino Collano. He had 9 sisters and 1 brother. His parents were leaseholders of hacienda and a accompanying rice farm held by the Dominicans. Both their families had adopted the additional surnames of Rizal and Riolanda in 1849. After Governor General Narciso Claveria A. Salva decreed the adaptation of Spanish surnames among the Filipinos for census purposes, or though they already had Spanish names. Like many families in the Philippines, the Rizals were of mestizo origin, Jose's patrilineal lineage could be traced to Fujian in China, though his father's ancestor Lang, a Hokkien Chinese merchant who immigrated to the Philippines in late 17th century. Langko traveled to Manila from Ximen, China, and possibly to avoid the famine or plague in his home district, and more probably to escape the Manchu invasion during the transition from Ming to Qing. He decided to the island as a farmer. In 1697, to escape the bitter anti-Chinese prejudice that existed in the Philippines, he converted to Catholicism. He changed his name to Domingo Mercado and married to the daughter of Chinese friend Augustine Chinko. On his mother's side, Rizal's ancestry include Chinese and Tagalog. His mother lineage can be traced to the affluent Florentino family of Chinese mestizos family, originating in Balwa, Bulacan. He also had Spanish ancestry. Regina Ocua, a grandmother of his mother, Teodora, had mixed Spanish, Chinese, and Tagalog blood. His maternal grandfather was a half-Chinese engineer named Lorenzo Alberto Alonso. Jose Rizal's maternal great-grandfather, Eugenio Ursua, was a Japanese ancestry. He learned the alphabet from his mother at 3 and could read and write at the age of 5. Upon enrolling at the Ateneo Municipal de Manila, he dropped the last 3 names that made up his full name and the advice of his brother, Marciano, and the Mercado family, thus rendering his name as Jose Protasio Rizal. Of this, he later wrote, "My family never paid much attention, but now I had to use it, thus giving me the appearance of an illegitimate child. This was to enable him to travel freely and disassociate him from his brother, who had gained notoriety with early links to Filipino priests Mariano Gomez, Jose Burgos, and Jacinta Zamora, or then popularly known as Agumbursa, who had been accused and executed for treasons." Jose as Rizal soon distinguished himself in poetry writing contests, impressing his professors with his facility with Castilian and other foreign languages. and later, in writing essays that were critical of the Spanish historical accounts of the pre-colonial Philippine societies. In 1891, the year he finished his second novel, El Filibusterismo, his second surname had become so well known that, as he writes to another friend, all my family now carry the name Rizal instead of Mercado, because the name Rizal means persecution. Good. I too now want to join them and be worthy of this family name. He is Jose Plutarco Rizal Mercado y Alonso Yolanda, born on June 19, 1861 and died on December 30, 1896. He was a Filipino nationalist, writer, and polymath actor at the end of the Spanish colonial period of the Philippines. He is popularly considered a national hero or pambansang bayani of the Philippines. An ophthalmologist by profession, Rizal became a writer and a key member of the Filipino propaganda movement, which advocate political reforms for the colonial Spain.